Less than a week ago, Apple released its iPad 2, and already they're gone from store shelves. Last year, in the last 6 months of last year, Apple sold 15 million or so iPads. Tablets are hot, to say the least. How are companies using them? Are they using them in trading, sales and marketing, and what's happening there? That's what we're going to talk about today. My name is Greg Crawford. I'm the editor of TABB Forum, joined by Steve Jarrett, CEO of Worldflow. Steve, thanks for being here.
Thank you.
So there is a lot of the Apple iPad and tablet applications that are out there are obviously retail oriented, but there is growing corporate adoption, Steve. And I wondered if, from where you sit in the work that you're doing, if you can tell us a little bit about what you're seeing, how companies are beginning to use these technologies and these products.
Sure. What we see in the financial markets in particular is a growing use of the tablets in sales and marketing.
Okay.
So salesmen not taking a laptop on the road with them, taking an iPad, loading the presentations in Keynote or an equivalent on other tablets, and really taking research and other sales tools on the road with them.
Right.
So connectivity back into Salesforce.com and all those kind of things that come built into the device as is. Okay,
and that's again, you're right. It's a very natural use of the tablet, but if we think about the trading function, I've heard from different folks that some folks are using their tablet to sort of remote into their desktop, so they don't have to have a trading application, or an OMS on their iPad. That's sort of a back end way of getting to that trading function. But I think you've got an interesting perspective as to how trading might become, a real application on tablets. Can you tell us about that?
Well, one of the key issues with trading is always latency. Whatever market you're in and wherever you're trading. So one of the issues with tablets generally is they're connected through 3G, they're connected through Wi-Fi, and there's no guarantees on the network performance. So for banks to use them internally, they can connect into their desktop and exactly as you say, connect into the OMS. To use them externally for clients, for institutional trading, they would have to be able to guarantee prices on that platform and understand how that platform works and what the latency drop is on the trading application. So it's perfectly possible to build trading applications. They just would need to be designed for that specific type of device.
Okay, and certainly latency is going to differ depending on what your strategy is. But certainly when you see a price and you go to make a trade, you want to have some confidence that you're getting what you're seeing, and that's kind of where that issue comes into play, right?
Yeah, I think the application has to be intelligent enough to be able to move the spreads as the underliers move, or things along those lines, without cluttering the network with too much noise.
Okay.
So effectively, you can still transact a known price at a particular point in time.
Okay. Now, are there firms out there that are developing these type of applications that you know of, or is this still kind of out in the future?
Well, we're Worldflow piloting with a couple of people, but also a company called Digital Vega have an FX options ECN that has a front-end application which is tablet-based, and they're working with trying to get the Volg services and things to work on that as an effective medium. And
that's in the FX space?
That's in FX options.
Okay. And I guess the issues are similar across asset classes, right? I mean, it's price, it's getting orders filled, and all those types of things. So once there's an application for, say, in FX, like what you guys are working on, will that then be easier to apply those applications to other asset classes? I mean, obviously there are differences, regulation, and those types of things. But how do you see that working out?
I think in the less cash-based markets, so in reality, non-equities markets.
Okay, right.
So in the fixed income markets and in other markets where the price is negotiable or the spreads are wide enough that you can protect yourself, then it's perfectly feasible to do this on these tablets. In something where you need a real time, you have to hit the market, and you've got to get best execution, it's much more difficult to achieve. Okay,
very good. Well, I think we'll leave it there. So trading on the tablet, it's going to happen. People are working on it, and as Steve said, probably in the non-cash markets where there's more negotiation taking place. So it's a pretty interesting development. So my name is Greg Crawford. I'm the editor of TABB Forum. I'm joined by Steve Jarrett, CEO of Worldflow. Steve, thanks for joining us.